Morning, guys. It's time to grease the camper bearings. Look what I already did. This thing was on there, and I used the hammer and screwdriver to pop it off. Multi-purpose grease. Nickname from high school. Ooh, grease lightning! Hey, this is Cupo Jabba from the future. This is actually the second tire, but these little caps are real doozy to get off. The way to do it is they're just push-on caps. So you just use a hammer and pry those bad boys off. Alright, there's the money shot. Doing my job, guys. Pain in the ass, but you see it's starting to come out now. Just kept going around opposite sides and turning the screwdriver to pop it off. Ow! Whatever, I'm putting the phone down. You'd think this be the easiest part to do of the project, but it's actually the hardest. Just pulling this thing off. Hammer? Hammer, help me out. There's grease on my pants. Alright. First step you gotta do is jack up this camper. So I got a rock and 2 pieces of plywood and the jack from my Jeep. It's time to get jacked. He's leaning. Maybe I need a more level platform to jack this guy up. Old Bessie. There's the castle nut and cotter pin that need to be removed. That is called the dust cap. I'm Kevin from The Office, and this is how you change the oil on your grease bearing. Alright guys, did it. Found a nice flat surface right by the tire. You want to get as close as you can to the tire, huh? Come on, what's the matter you, huh? Is this amateur hour? So now, all we gotta do is remove that cotter pin, castle nut, and then grease that bearing like there's no tomorrow. But I need my rubber gloves. The doctor is ready to operate. Now let's remove this cotter pin. This is a cotter pin. Feel like it may be coming out. Come on, baby. Come on. We got a good grip on you. There we go. Got it. Cotter pin out. I don't know if I'll be able to use that one. Then we unscrew the castle nut by hand. Castle nut, that was another nickname for me in high school. Alright. Hey, Ernest P. Worrell. Come on. Come on, baby. Oh, you grease. First time, guys. Joining me for the first time. Daughter wants to go camping. Castle nut. Alright. Put it on a napkin so I don't get any dirt on it, along with the cotter pin. Now, I believe I can just take the tire off. I watched one YouTube video on it, phenomenal. Now, shit. See, there's your bearing. There's your washer. Now, did you happen to see the order that came out? Take off the tire. Yes. Don't kick the hitch, you. Take. I can't grab my phone to show you. 1 second. Shoot. If I hold the phone like that, let you see? Oh. Yeah, I guess we gotta clean the grass off of that. And yeah, 1 second. That is the axle, and I took off, there was some grass on the end of it. I took it off while I still had my glove on. So I'm going to clean that, some rags. Then I'm going to hand apply the multi-purpose grease and just coat the bearing. I'm going to clean the washer, clean the bearing, and then recoat it. Just glop it up with grease and then slide everything back on. And I'm probably going to clean the inside of the tire as well. Get out the old grease, put in the new grease. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack grease right into the middle of the tire. Just going to put grease in there and work it around. Goop my finger. Ooh, and put it inside. I would grab the phone, but I can't. Just gonna work it all the way around. So, I've heard there's no harm. Just gooping it all. Other than it makes a mess. I feel like cleaned off most of this old grease. I don't know if I'm supposed to put new grease on it. I'll do a light layer. Anyway, alright. Now I need to pick up the tire and put it back on. Look your back. One second, guys. I'm getting a little tired. Damn. Piece of cake. Now we're going to grease the bearing. Gop it up. Gop it up. Yeah. There you go. There you go, Mr. Bearing. There you go, Mr. Bearing. Ooh, you like it. You're like, ooh, that's a fresh bath. Yeah, there you go, Mr. Bearing. Alright, Mr. Bearing is coated. Go ahead and spin it. Make sure the grease gets packed. They call it packing grease. There you go, Mr. Bearing. Oh, shoot. Let's lower the car. Last steps. Grease up. Cleaned off the washer, and I'm going to grease it with some new grease. Coating both sides. I lowered the jack on the car to Get that bearing in there. Now let's put the washer. There's a notch on the bottom that you just push it in. Line up the notch with the bottom on the washer. Then screw on the castle nut. We don't need to grease this, I don't think. Hand tight. Now, cotter pin. Wipe off excess grease. Put the cap back on. Call it a day. I still got to do the other side. That's grease light, and that's how you do it. Go ahead and clean this. That's all the old grease. Screw the cap back on. Job well done, guys. We're out. What we wanted to do. Job well done. Greased. Important step. Tighten that just so that it'll spin roughly 2 times around. If not, I don't know. But I hand tightened it, then I just tightened it a little bit. But if I tightened it too much, then it wouldn't go all the way around, so I loosened it. So now it's still hand tight. Just tighten it just past hand tight. You'll be all right. All right. You're not going to care about the rubber gloves on the second tire. And the hardest part was putting the second tire back on, so keep the camper low. I didn't think that would make sense, but the higher I lifted it, the harder it was to lift the tire onto the axle, but it looks pretty good. Clean up your tools, wipe up the grease. Have a good day, guys. Keep on greasing.